Welcome to the new year. It's the year 2026, and this is the first installment of the Football Gazette podcast. It's been a while you've seen us on your screens, but we are back, better, refined, refilled, and ready to fire down for the new year. And interestingly, a couple of things are going down at the moment. But before we get into all of that, my name remains Olushola Victor, and with me is, as always,
Muyiwa Joshua here. Call me MJ for short. You're definitely spot on. Like Victor rightly said, we're back like we never left once again, ready to kickstart the new year on the brightest of all notes. Well, a lot is happening or has happened. Let's put it that way. Too much in the world of football.
Yeah, man.
And things will continue to happen. I mean, that's why we're always here.
Of course. And to start with, today on this installment of the podcast, we have three pressing issues we want to talk about. And the third one is the one that I know that you've been looking forward to hearing our take on.
Why do you think they've been itching to hear our take on that?
Because they know for a fact that we are going to talk about it. And our takes are usually very interesting. So let's just get right into it. The very first one, let's start off with, the most, the most talked about competition on planet Earth right now, which is the AfCON.
Let's not deceive ourselves. On the continent of Africa.
Come on. I think for now, there is no other continental championship or competition that is bigger than the AfCON going on right now.
Presently.
At this moment, yes.
Well, I think they have the monopoly of playing alone.
So, so we're talking about AfCON 2025, which has now rolled over into the year 2026. Started sometime middle of December and will continue until the 18th of January. We are now in the closing stages of that competition. But there's something interesting happening. The Super Eagles of Nigeria, as you know, the country we belong to, that we believe that you also belong to.
Okay.
You that is not watching this video right now. You're not Nigerian. But a lot of Nigerians have been looking forward to this competition for a long time, especially following the failure of the Super Eagles to qualify for the World Cup. And now we've gotten ourselves into the quarterfinal of this competition. But we're going to be facing our nemesis. Dare I call them that? The Atlas Lion of Algeria.
Oh, well, you would agree with me. They are not strangers to the Super Eagles of Nigeria, especially when it comes to meeting at the knockout stages of the African Cup of Nations. You rarely see them in the same groups. When it comes to the knockouts, Nigeria, Algeria, they are more like very familiar foes on the continent on that particular, in that particular phase of the competition. And here we are again. It's the quarterfinal of the 2025 edition, and Algeria are right there standing as an hurdle in front of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Before progressing to the semi-final stages of this particular tournament. It's not going to be an easy clash or encounter between both sides, like we've seen in previous years. The most recent being that very distasteful one in 2019. I mean, I still have the fresh memories from that particular 2-1 loss against the Desert Forces of Algeria. And I'm very sure to people out there too, it's still very fresh in their memories. But I think this is another opportunity for the Super Eagles of Nigeria to actually reclaim, shall I say, their pride in this particular matchup. Fine, we are playing the tournament as like, okay, let's just have something to give back to the football-loving masses of the country, especially after that disappointment of missing out on the 2026 FIFA World Cup. I mean, the Super Eagles knew, the players there knew right before the tournament that the only thing they can do to appease the football-loving fans of the country is to go all the way, one better than they did in Cote d'Ivoire, to win the African Cup of Nations this time around. And I think they've started on the brightest of notes.
So do you think Nigeria will be able to defeat Algeria?
That's really a tough one to call. Of course, we'll still be coming to our predictions. I won't be the only one to get on the spot here.
What's your own take?
I think this time around, if I'm not mistaken, the Super Eagles of Nigeria are looking like the best side so far.
firing on all, yes, on all sides.
They've had 4 games, 4 victories,
Yeah.
12 goals.
Yes.
Really massive.
Which has not been seen before, by the way, at this stage of the AfCON. Nigeria has never scored this amount.
This much.
Yes.
It's 12. It's, I mean, a whooping numbers of goals when it comes to just 4 games.
Yeah.
So I think Coach Eric Chell has brought this new flair of attacking football into our game.
Really?
And we're seeing it. No, I think we're seeing it. We're beginning to see it now.
You're saying for a fact now that Eric Chell is one of the reasons for this.
So wait, you think the performances so far in 4 games has been fluke?
No, not fluke. But I'm saying, you are saying that this performance is because of the involvement of this coach, Eric Chell. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Okay, well, wait, you don't think the coach has any input in any of that?
I'm not disputing that. I'm only picking your words and and interpreting your words exactly.
How goes to touch you?
Honestly, some Nigerians don't agree. Some Nigerians think.
No, I want to know what your stance is exactly.
Personally, I don't think it's entirely the coach. Although the coach has.
I'm not saying it's entirely him here. Of course, he has the right arsenal, the necessary players at his disposal to actually do magic with, which he's doing.
I just feel like.
But then it's not the first coach who would see at the arms of affairs just come and do nothing.
You're right about that. But then I just feel like the players have decided to turn up to the occasion. That's what I think is happening. I feel like the Super Eagles of Nigeria, individually, those players, I think they've had talks with themselves because they are all not playing like the way they played during the World Cup qualifiers. It's very far from what they displayed.
So what do you think? What do you think is serving as the extra motivation here?
I don't know, honestly. But I think
it's really difficult to predict these players.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
If we had played like we are now at the qualifiers,
qualified maybe with
trust me, South Africa will become like very distant second.
Way beyond what we have.
But then
at the qualifiers.
we've lost that already.
But let me also remind you that the last time Nigeria defeated Algeria was in 2016 at the Uyo Stadium, the World Cup qualifiers back then in 2016. Do you think Algeria would not want to continue that stride of not losing to the Super Eagles in over 10 years?
Of course, it's no brainer. They would want to continue that streak they are currently enjoying against the Super Eagles. But then they should be wary of these particular Super Eagles.
Actually,
they are really basking in the momentum of winning 4 games back to back.
But you also would know that Algeria is yet to concede a real goal in this tournament.
Yes, I agree with you. But then let's just say, okay, maybe it's going to be a battle to finish between both sides.
Okay. So what's your prediction for the game?
Yeah, that's the most important part I want us to get into.
What's your prediction for the game?
Well, without mincing words, and I don't want it to sound as though I'm being biased here.
You are a Nigerian, you have to be
biased. I'm a Nigerian, but I want to be objective in my prediction. So I think regardless of the fact that I don't want to be biased, I think I see Nigeria edging that through. 3-1.
Wow.
Yes.
So you think it's going to be a high-scoring game?
Yes, I really do think so. I really do think so. Because I think it's going to take a lot extra pressure to actually stop this Super Eagles attack, to curb them for 90 minutes or beyond.
And stop them from scoring.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, because of how defensively good Algeria has been during this competition, I think it will take a lot for the Super Eagles to score against them. So I'll go for maybe a 1-0 victory for Nigeria. That's my prediction.
1-0 victory.
Yes, for Nigeria.
I mean, well, let's see how that plays out. It's almost upon us already.
I expect Nigeria to qualify to the semi-finals. But let's leave Nigeria. Let's leave Africa, and let's go beyond the shores. Let's go to Chelsea Football Club. The club that was the first to sack a manager in the year 2026. Did you see that coming?
Well, maybe not that soon, but the handwriting has been boldly written on the wall after that Everton game. After that particular quote of my worst 48 hours at the club. Well, the prayer has been piling. It's just like a time bomb. That was just going to go off at any point in time. But maybe I didn't expect that to come so soon. But then it happened the way it did. Dan.
So what do you think is next for Chelsea now? I mean, Rosinio has taken over the reins of power and his first game against Fulham, Chelsea lost that game 2-1. What do you think happens with this new power at the Stamford Bridge now?
Trust me, I beg to say, or maybe, I think the circle will still keep coming like that.
You don't think
Trust
anything
me,
will really change?
Yeah, Chelsea fans out there might actually want to want to get another team to support in Spain or in Germany.
Really?
Yeah, because
so you think the worst is yet to come?
Yeah, I think so. Wow. I really do think so, because there's no hope in sight of we having that stability we've long craved for.
So
I'm talking on behalf of Chelsea's fan now.
Is the wrong man for the job now?
I don't want to say I'm not saying he's the wrong man or he's the wrong man for the job,
but you don't think he's the right man?
I don't think he has that mettle, especially when it comes to experience now, to actually bring that stability. Especially handling this young group of guys,
so you're saying Chelsea
bringing them together, giving them identity, giving them having this very consistent showing week in, week out. I really don't think we'll be getting that from him. But then let's see how far he can go on the job.
You sound very, very pessimistic.
No, it's not. See, it's not a matter of sounding pessimistic here. I think it's just a matter of me not expecting much.
Wow.
Fine. If he gets to surpass our expectation, then we'll embrace him. With all hands here.
But would you have preferred Chelsea stuck with a former coach?
Enzo Maresca?
Yes.
Most Chelsea fans out there would tell you they would have loved Enzo Maresca. Now the truth are beginning to come out. Chelsea ownership, I think they are the bottom. They are actually the bottom culprit of everything going on right there in Chelsea presently. And with these owners, before we see stability in Chelsea, I think it will take a very long time, a while, before we see that.
Talking about owners,
because a certain owner that can actually be prioritizing the medical team to give instructions to the coach, that the medical team can decide which player to play today or not to play. That says a whole lot. It's now we are getting to see the truth of everything that transpired under Maresca.
Okay.
So, but
away from Chelsea, just because of our time now, let's go to Manchester United. The owners have also done something.
It's just more like Chelsea, like Manchester United, following each other on the table. We've seen
Did Manchester United make a mistake by sacking Amorim?
No, I think it wasn't the right man for the job.
Or don't you think he got the job at the wrong time?
Generally, I think
at the wrong time.
No, aside from that, I think he wasn't the right man for the job.
So I think if Amorim,
I think he doesn't possess that experience to actually take a job as highly coveted as that of Manchester United.
There are very few managers who are, experienced and positioned that are available to take this job.
Who's turned it down?
Yes.
There are
very few options. And I think Amorim was not a bad pick, but I think he took up that job at the wrong time. He took the job in the middle of the season, which is a very wrong time to change a manager.
I think of all those elite managers you're trying to talk about, I think just few of them would be able to take up the Manchester United job.
Any real experienced manager
would want to take up Manchester United job
right now.
Right now,
at this stage of the season,
because it looks as though everything is in disarray.
It's more like the same time that Amorim was appointed was when he was also sacked. But I do think that Man United fans should also have zero hope, just the way Chelsea fans have zero hope. But most especially, our eyes will be on the game between Super Eagles of Nigeria and Algeria when they face off in Morocco.
I'm not forgetting it's going to be the Manchester derby in a couple of years to come.
Absolutely. So we look forward to that one. But thank you so much for watching this installment of Football Gazette podcast. Do well to like, share, subscribe, and of course, follow us across all socials. MJ.
And until some other times, when we'll come to your viewing screen again, do stay good and safe. Peace out.